Lock it in and rip the knob.
Oh, wait, we're on?
You're tuned in to the #1 show on the planet. The Heffron and Reep Show.
I am John Heffron. That is John Reep, and you're probably right now, you're probably hearing just the applause that I'm getting in my new location. It's the roar. People are just cheering, or it's a huge storm. So there's a huge chance why we're talking. I just,
Yeah, you look like you're in a different location. I do hear the rain, and it looks like you're somewhere else than you were last time. Where are you, John?
I am in a barn. I'm in a barn on my property. How does that sound? That sounds like I'm rich, like I'm like Dallas. No one knows where I'm at. No one knows if I'm squatting in one of the farmers' barns by me. But you know how we always had our little internet lag in the sound, and then the video was always bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of always blamed you, just mentally. You being at your pool, I'm like, that's why it's not working out. John Reep is sitting at his pool, and it's outside. I don't know what kind of internet they have in Hickory, North Carolina, but there's no way that it's John Heffron's internet. I just couldn't. Maybe that's a character flaw in me, right? That it's somebody else and not me. Boy, these people are so excited that I'm talking. They're clapping.
I can hear them. They're clapping really loud. I get your opinion there on that, because I've always been the redneck guy from Hickory. There's no way we got running water or Wi-Fi. So you're thinking somehow I'm screwing it up. Meanwhile, proceed.
I did internet check. The speed of the internet. Do you know anything about that?
I know that there's a difference between download speed and upload speed. I learned that from the Alan Jackson.
Okay, so at home in Alan Jackson, if you know anything about this, I was 16 Mbps. Is that a thing? I was 16
per second.
Okay, and then my upload speed was 2.2. Okay,
right.
So again, I don't have real internet. So where I'm at right now, okay. So I went to this barn, and I am I'm 400 times faster than I've ever been.
Wow. Well, I would say you sound better, you look better, and it's raining.
And it's raining, of course. There's always going to be something.
Well, it's raining here too in Hickory, but I'm actually in a studio, not in a barn. But hey, the Alan Jackson. I'm wondering, is our internet as fast as Heffron's is right now at the barn that he's in? Do you know if we're the same, or because we both look great?
Both look great.
By the way, you're listening to the Heffron and Reep podcast show. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Twitter. We're live on YouTube. And we're going to be reading comments and saying hello to you as we talk. And we are also on Patreon. We have 2 new Patreon supporters.
Yes.
Now we just listen to the rain.
Yep.
So let's give quick shout outs to Brenda Sachs, and you say the other one.
I met her. She's a comedian, and I don't know how to. I can't read names out loud.
That's why I was going to make you say that one.
How would you be how would you say it?
Okay, I'm gonna.
Do you know this about me? Do you know how bad I hate out loud reading? It's because I slur and mumble. Yeah. Right, I always have. But did you, when you're in school, remember when everyone in class, it would go, you'd skip, and then you would count how many people until you had to read your paragraph?
Oh, yeah.
And I count, then I would just jump into history. You just jump like 5, and I would just try to rehearse my paragraph and read it and I wouldn't even listen to do teachers even do that still? Because
it's like a shaming situation.
Kind of is.
Yeah.
And it still bothers me to this day. I can't.
Well,
reading out loud is scary.
It's not cool. And my dad actually, it happened to him when he was a kid, and he jumped out of a He jumped out of the classroom window because he was so embarrassed. This is a random story that I've been told my whole life from all my dad's friends. They say one time, I want to say maybe the 5th grade, he had to go up to the board and either do a math problem or read out loud, and he knew he couldn't. And so as he got up from his desk to walk up to the board, the window was open, and he just jumped out.
Oh my God. I didn't even know. Here's how smart your dad was. I wouldn't even know that that's an option.
I don't think he planned it. I think it was improv. He just got up and was like, oh, this will be funny. Shoo!
Think of all the kids that are having to learn at home still right now. I don't even know if they know that they have the option of putting their iPad down and just running out of the house. Your parents aren't going to chase you because they're still in their sleepy pants. And, your mom's still in underwear and Ugg boots. She's not chasing you down the street. If I was 6 or 7 right now, I would totally just bolt out of your house.
Oh, yeah. What's going to happen?
All the grown-ups are arguing with each other on Facebook nonstop. So the adults are busy doing stuff right now. If I was 6 or 7, this would be perfect time just to sprint out of your house and be gone all day and just come back and just be like,
yeah. I would even get like a cardboard cutout of myself and just put it up there as if like you're listening the whole time, just like that. And then they don't even know you left.
So new place for right now. But now that the speed is this, I felt like a band because I had to load up all of my stuff. And I had one gearbox and I put all the stuff in there. And then I don't know how I'm going to do this in December or even a month from now because it's going to be freezing. But
right. It looks cool though, John. I'm telling you there's for the people who are just listening to this podcast, thank you, number one. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Don't forget to share it and give us an iTunes review, which we have a new one.
We have content, by the way, that we will get to. But
should we tease the content?
We got a lot. No, you finish your thought.
Okay. So if you're just listening to this, at some point, scoot on over to our Facebook page or our YouTube page.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to scoot over.
Oh no, I'm just talking about the people. Oh yeah, you can scoot because it's awesome. There's this big red tractor behind John Heffron, and he's in a barn.
It almost looks like I green screened it.
It looks fake.
Yeah.
Because the light on you is bright and it's dim behind you, which is good. You did a good job here. This is better than your house.
How cool would it have been if like Batman, and if I'm getting louder, it's because the rain's getting louder. So if you're like, why is he shouting? Does he not know how loud he talks? I'm doing that on purpose. But can you imagine if Batman had a podcast and just had a cam set up, how cool his background would look?
Oh, right.
You see the car spinning, Robin would come down, and then Batman would have to do that thing that when parents are on a Zoom meeting, when they're telling their kids to get away, he'd have to like shush off Robin.
Yeah. Or the butler. What's that guy's name?
Alfred.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going to get close to my microphone because there might be something wrong with my microphone. Can you hear me okay, buddy?
I can hear you fine. So it's I loaded.
Go ahead.
So I loaded up all the stuff to get here, and of course I was being a baby about it. I'm like, I don't want to load all this. I gotta have a monitor. I gotta put the thing, and then I had a moment where I went, what else am I doing? Like, right? I felt like I was in a band. Maybe because I watched, because obviously you see the shirt that I made because I make T-shirts now.
Right.
You know, right?
That's a Van Halen guitar, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that the actual same print and everything?
Yeah. So I've watched every Van Halen interview that's ever been done on YouTube. So just nonstop, maybe 2 days straight. And I wasn't like growing up, I wasn't a big Van Halen fan. Like I was more Sammy Hagar-ish because Van Halen was a little too I was a little too young, and I didn't have older brothers or sisters to get me into the music.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
See that. I mean, both are great.
Yeah. So I watched everything, and now I'm obsessed with Van Halen. I've won, and I don't even think this story is disrespectful. Is it? If you tell, I met him once.
You met
Eddie Van Halen. We had a conversation once.
Was this on the radio station when you worked doing radio?
So I guess the statute limit. I don't have to edit the story. I don't think.
John, just go for it.
Right? I'm an adult. I'm 50 years old, John.
This is
Reep.
what makes podcasts great.
I'm a big boy now.
You're a
I'm
big boy,
not,
and you have big boy stories.
Yeah.
And there are people who want to hear this.
Yes.
I'm one of them.
Okay. So I'm leaving an establishment, like a nightclub in Los Angeles, right when I moved there, early 90s. Okay.
Would I know what it is?
I don't.
Is it the Viper Room? Is it Troubadour? Is it Roxy?
Think it was the Beverly Hills Hilton had a dance night.
Okay.
I know that sounds like super cheesy, like you went to a hotel, but it was really hard to get in, and it was just a fun night. I'll tell this story. So,
oh man, I want to hear this. Is great.
I was there. It was one of the first nights that a friend of mine had. How do we phrase this? Had Tic Tacs that made you feel fuzzy and warm, and you just loved everybody. And every conversation you've ever heard is maybe the greatest conversation you've ever heard in your life. And it
sounds like ecstasy.
Probably back then, right? So
I mean,
I'm driving.
Oh, not the. I mean, the feeling. Yeah.
So I'm driving home. Yeah, I did just so much bad at the story, but I was 20 something. After 6 hours driving home, and I'm in a mood, right? I'm alone, I'm single, and I'm in a mood. Okay, so now I'm on Ventura, and I'm by where you used to live, almost Laurel Canyon and Ventura.
Yep.
I'm heading to like Encino, heading to like where I used to live. Well, at the time I lived in Burbank. There is this is back in the olden days where you could not get I'm going to clean this up. It's that you could not see video of adults doing things to each other at will. Like the internet was as bad as it is in my farmhouse. So if I wanted to watch a video, I have to download it, and it would download like this, and it would take like an hour to get one thing, and it was a pain.
You wanted to rent something.
Yeah, so they had a little store off to the side, right at the corner of Laurel Canyon. It big neon lights, and it just says like open.
Okay.
You know that, like, not that you know what area Laurel Canyon, like it's
I was trying to think in my head. If you're on Ventura and Laurel, I know this is inside baseball.
So you leave your old place and you go on to Ventura and make a right, and you just go down like a couple blocks. You go through the main part of not Burbank, whatever that is.
Studio City through Sherman Oaks.
Right yeah. Right. So there's a big open sign, and I'm heading back to my place, and I'm like, I'm in a mood, right? I'm kind of in a mood. Guys got feelings. Guys got needs. And I look, and there wasn't any cars around. I think I did one flyby because I saw somebody go in, and I didn't want anyone to see me. But I don't remember how early in the morning it was. 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Something, right. So I go, okay, there's no parking spots in front of it, or there's no cars in front of it. I pull in with my car. Just as I pull in, this car whips in front of me, almost hits my front, and then stops. And it's just crazy. It's just this awesome Porsche with like a big fin on the thing. I get out of my car. I'm like, whatever. I'm going in there. I'm just going to go in there. I'm going to buy some DVDs. I'm going to go. Guy gets out of the Porsche with a bag, a brown paper bag full of DVDs.
Question.
Yeah.
Is this place that was open? Does it only serve those kinds of DVDs, or does it serve all kinds of DVDs? Like if I wanted to get a Disney movie at this place, is there an excuse for something else? Possibly.
No.
Okay, gotcha.
No. This is the type of place where it would sell DVDs, and if you had a dog that liked big leather collars with like big spiky things, that's probably where you'd get some pet supplies. Kind of had a lot of leashes.
Right.
If you rode horses, they had those little things that you kind of smack the horse in the
crop.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. If you have a pool, they had inflatable pool.
Right.
In one of those stores. It was like an all around. It was like a Target.
I got it. Yeah.
Right. So I get out and make eye contact in this big smile, and it's Eddie Van Halen. So now I'm walking into this and I'm looking, and he's looking at me and he's smiling. He has a bag, but the whole time I literally said what I was thinking. I go, wait, you rent porn? You're like, that's all I said to him. I go, you rent porn? And he goes, yeah, why? Everybody does. And he's smiling though, not being like it. I go, yeah, but I it just seems like you would buy it and rent it.
Or you could just go do it.
No, he goes, I want star. He goes, why would you want to keep any when they have a so in there? So we're going in there and we're going, and every once in a while he would like take a thing at Blockbuster and show me a title and point and give me like a thumbs up. And I'm like, I'm not renting the DVD that Eddie Van Halen suggested to me. And we get done right about the same time. And I'm walking out.
Lot for teacher.
Yeah, I'm walking out and I have some. And he goes, you bought them? I did. I bought them. I didn't rent them. Because I'm like, I'm not coming back here. This is dumb.
Yeah.
Like
shameful enough to get it one time. Yeah. You didn't have to bring it back. That's too.
And they were $30 a piece. They were like, I just remember being broke as joke back then, dropping $200 on, yeah. And then he said, "Happy."
Wait, so you guys, you bumped into each other in the parking lot or in the store?
In front, just on Ventura parking. And then, so you have street park there. He just whipped in front of me.
And then you saw his bag. He saw your bag.
I didn't have a bag. He got out and he had a bag that he was returning because you rented.
He was returning.
And I was, instead of just not saying anything to him or saying, "Hey, I wouldn't have said, "Oh my," because I don't know what he was doing, but I literally go, "You rent them?" That's all. Those were the first things.
Right. You didn't say, "Oh my God, you're Eddie Van Halen and you're renting them." This could have been any human being.
Yeah.
That you'd have posed that question to. You rent them?
Yeah. And then he showed me one. When you showed me one, it gave me pointed, I have to, and I still remember it. It's like dirty.
Did you follow him into the store and go, I'll just get those that he's returning?
There was one door. There was one door, and because I was just I am in love with all of the world. I didn't have any. Should I be doing this? Should I not? What's the proper way? We just walked in together. We had that whole little conversation was half a second, but the video he showed was dirty. I still remember it. Dirty. I know that's not a creative word. Dirty debutantes. And I would never say the word debutante, but that's only in my vocab. It was dirty debutantes 3.
Yeah. Right.
Right. Because there was one or two.
Yeah. Mark, so we're also going live on Facebook, and we can read the comments occasionally. Alan just put this one up here. A guy named Mark Valentich says, this may be the greatest EVH story ever told. Eddie Van Halen. Yes.
Yeah. But it was weird.
I agree.
He had a bag. When I say a bag, it was, 50. It was like you're moving, you live in an apartment and you have all your DVDs and you're moving. It just a sweet Porsche again, just pulled and he smiled the whole time and he waved goodbye to me. We had this moment.
He was in a great mood, huh?
Yeah. And then I went home and started, popped my computer at the time had the tray that came out and you put the disc in.
Yeah.
You put it in and you forget it was in there. And if somebody's you need to upgrade your printer software, and they'd open it and then they would see it. And then I remember watching that. I'm sure the cover we can't even show, but I remember watching it and only thinking about that story. So I couldn't watch it for its full glory.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I was just and you didn't have.
Wait, do you think EVH, Eddie Van Halen, do you think he was also on the Tic Tacs?
Who knows? I wouldn't say. Is it, you know what I mean? Who knows? Who he could have been writing us what if I saw him the night before he wrote? I'd have to see what time period this was.
Real quick, John Heffron.
Yeah.
I hate to interrupt. I see a message that's popped up on our screen. Are you seeing this, John Heffron?
Nope.
Okay, good. All right, continue.
But yeah, so that's so I've been obsessed. And when I did my 80s church, we worked on the podium or the pew all like a couple weeks ago. Well,
that's what I was going to say. What if all the movies that he's returning turned out to be songs later that he named after the movies? You know, maybe he got inspired by these movies and named it Too Hot for Teacher, Ain't Talking About Love.
Yeah.
Everybody Wants Some.
What Dylan just said, finish what you started.
Yeah. Right.
Jamie's crying. Yeah, right.
I mean, that could be all. He could have been inspired by these movies.
And speaking of which, I thought you had a connection with him. I was so excited when I pulled this up. Did I just give my password? So this is I'm going to play it. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm going to play it. Can you hear this?
Yes, I can hear it.
Okay. I'm going to speed it. So this is a song from the movie Twister, and I got excited because I was like, wait a minute. John Reep was in a movie that actually had Eddie Van Halen playing on the soundtrack, and then I realized you weren't in Twister. No. You were in another Storm.
I was in Into the Storm, and it was Steve Vai that played on the. It wasn't Eddie Van Halen. I'm trying to think of a poor man's Eddie Van Halen. I came up with Steve Vai. I don't even know if that's accurate.
They're good. It's not. That's not.
Okay.
I thought I was excited. I'm like, what? I have just 1 degree, but yeah. So that's my random.
What's the name of that song that you were just playing from Twister?
That song right here is called "Respect the Wind" from the Twister soundtrack. Here's the Van Halen brothers right now. This is
"Respect the Wind" could also be the title of a dirty movie.
What?
Like if you're into
Respect the Wind.
Parts.
That would be a good one. Yeah. That would.
I mean, there's all kinds of genres out there. Also, okay, that's awesome. I can't top that story. But if we're gonna stay on the Eddie Van Halen topic, I have one thing I could add before we do a subject change.
Okay.
I was recently tagged in a photo taken at the Comedy Store with Eddie Van Halen. And the only reason I was tagged in this photo was because it was Eleanor, like a female comic, and she had a picture taken with Eddie Van Halen, and she put it up there, oh, never forget, remember you, I'm so sad, or whatever. But in the background, everyone has their name on the wall at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
All you really see in this picture is you see them two, and you see John Reep.
Oh, my God.
So it's like, yeah! And I tagged myself.
I
love Eddie Van Halen, man. I love the David Lee Roth era and the Sammy Hagar era.
It made me really wish, and I even went on, and I know their album sales went up 6,000%, and Jeremy Walton owns a vinyl store. I wonder if that's floor vinyl or actual records, because if it is record, Jeremy, I would like to speak about the Sade collection that's coming out. If you can snag one, I'm willing to pay for it. However, I just don't like, we're getting to an age where all like the people that we were into are all getting, anyway, let's do a subject change.
I can't believe, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Heffron and Reep. Subject change.
And I think if Alan has got it ready.
I'm going to play it one more time. Ready?
Heffron and Reep. Subject change.
Oh, yeah, baby. You know what time it is. It's time for Heffron and Reep Subject Change.
That's it. That's from our guy, Rick Sanford III.
I don't, you don't have to show it, Alan, but can you, I don't know if his wife looks at his computer. Will you look and see if there's a cover of Dirty Debutantes 3?
I'll look it up.
And tell me if that's really a thing. There's no way I've ever used the word debutante in any.
John, I'll go ahead and tell you there is a Dirty Debutantes.
Oh, yeah.
100%. I already know this. But as you're telling your story about renting things,
yeah,
I could go there if you want me to.
Like, you probably went to the same place. I don't know where you lived prior to me knowing you in your past life, but
I mean, even on the road, starting out in comedy, you want to hear the worst that I did? Okay, just I feel like you bared your soul. I will bear my soul a little bit.
I showed you my toenail.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna go back to that subject real quick.
Okay, yeah, we'll go back and then we'll subject change it back.
I was on the road, and I was at a condo that didn't have VHS players or anything. It just had a TV and a radio, clock alarm. And I'm like, well, this will not do. I'm going to need to enjoy myself at some point. I rented a VHS player and the tapes. Came back and hooked up the player so that I could enjoy the tapes.
I remember I worked when I was emceeing. I worked with a headliner who was probably younger than I am now, right? I'm 19. I don't even remember who this guy was. He traveled with a VHS player. It's a road guy.
Yeah.
He traveled with one, and then he showed me how you would hook it up to your cable system in your hotel room, and there was a hack that you would hit the channels button on your VCR that would unscramble the porn.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was and he traveled with it, and then I tried to find one. I'm like, I'm totally gonna just travel with a VHS. you ever stay at like back in the day? Comedy clubs, for those listening, used to put you up in condos. Some still do, but they're nicer. But there used to be like just a really shady house, and that's where the three comics stayed, or a condo. And sometime you'd go on like you could find stuff laying around. You move a mattress, or you'd move a drawer, and there'd be a DVD of something.
Yeah, you'd leave a prize for the next guy sometimes.
But it was always super creepy stuff. Like, I'm pretty boring and plain. I'm like, yeah, no. But anyway, so do we?
Heffron and Reep. Subject change.
Since we're talking about, I guess we'll stay on this. Look at this, and I got a tractor behind me. Want some stats? Here we go.
Look at that tractor.
Look at that, right? Farmers get it on more than any other profession. A study revealed farmers get it on more than those of any other profession. That's weird that the title of the thing is literally the first sentence. A third of those surveys claim that they're getting busy once a day. So farmers are getting busy once a day. Farmers closely.
Are we talking about plowing?
We're talking about planting some seed.
Oh,
right. We're talking little aeration.
Yeah.
Right.
Using some hose.
Can use some hose. We're just laying some sod.
Oh.
Right.
Like some porn music right now.
Right. We're laying some sod. We're putting up some fences, and we're just getting some barn wood.
Laying the pipe. Go ahead.
Farmers get farmers were closely followed by architects and hairstylists. Journalists are least likely to get so it's architects hook up as much as farmers. And no offense to hairstylists, I always just kind of assumed if you're a hairstylist that you kind of party low.
As much as possible. I am surprised to hear this about farmers, though.
Yeah, hairstylist, and I'm not, but I think like a 40-year-old hairstylist still goes on spring break, like legit spring break.
Right.
Like, and I'm not saying there's anything bad with that.
And they still go to like music festivals where there's Puddle of Mud playing.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I did some type of professionism where I might have misjudged a whole. But architects, I don't get that. Like, how would architects, like Mr. Brady?
Yeah.
Was with the drafting board. I don't understand why architects. To me, but
let me weigh. I'm actually surprised that it's farmers, because in my brain, when I think of a farmer, I think of like a guy, 55, been married for a long time, gets up when the rooster crows, goes to bed. He's tired. He's always upset, and didn't get enough rain this year. I don't think of them getting it on. I'm happy to hear this.
I live on a street of farmers, and they are, most of them are 5 kids deep, easy, with not even doing bad math. And one of them said it's like all the kids' birthdays are around the same time, and they go, yeah, that's what farmers do. So right about now, they're kind of finishing up everything, and then once November hits, that's when it all goes down, and then whatever 9 months.
They also do it by the seasons, like their crops.
I mean,
if all their kids' birthdays are on the same, that means once a year it's time to.
Although Miki, as we'll call her, she made a good point right now. She said farmers.com must be booming then. If this is a thing, right? If I just said you farmers get it on more than professionals, why would you people would be all over farmer.com more than,
Right.
Man.
Farmers.com would be like, Tinder or something. Or porn.
Chase Waters says they breed according to the almanac.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if it does? What if the almanac has in there, like, if it predicts what arguments you're going to get in with your spouse, like, the first week of October, it's going to be a lot of you don't say I'm pretty, and then that changes into mid-October when it's a lot of I do a lot of stuff around here.
It's going to be some stormy weather if you don't tell her how pretty she looks.
Yeah, so I wonder if that's predictable. So anyway, that's the architect thing. I don't know.
The architect makes me mad. I'm happy to hear farmers are getting it on, because these people, salt of the earth, they supply us with food. I love me some farmers. I'm country-ish. Happy to hear they're getting it. I ain't too happy about the architects getting it. Like, I feel like...
Do you know an architect? Not to cut you off, but I did.
Well, I know some civil engineers, and I know some...
I don't know an architect.
I don't. I know an architect's son, and he was a spoiled brat, and his dad was entitled, sort of like had a better than I'm better than you attitude. So when I hear architects, I go like, I don't like them, but I have that's based on what I knew as a kid from the son of an architect.
Let me throw this out to the people on Facebook. I apologize for those in your car, but what profession besides, by the way, besides porn star and all that, what do you think the secret professions of those people what am I trying to say? What profession do you think has the most sex?
Besides farmers and architects and hairstylists.
So don't throw strippers or blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't want to hear that. We want to go podcast producer.
Yeah, the Alan Jackson.
Do you think there's a weird underbelly where you wouldn't think of
Well, I have I think teachers.
Chase Waters just said mailmen.
Teachers and nurses. I think they get it on a lot. Comedians, says Melody.
Yeah, or I think the one you just said, John, you're going back to some of the movies you rented. Right? Like, those professions are like, oh, let's make it like Halloween's coming up. Everyone's like, what? I wonder if there's like cobblers.
Jackie Betts Kinderhagen backs me up here. She says nurses and doctors, but yeah.
But flight attendants, I know a really good friend, flight, and she's so anti that's not. So I don't want to disparage flight, but those are obvious ones. Like, what ones you would think? Flight attendants, pilot, like those people. But there has to be one that none of us have, like the shoe repair guy. How many women are bringing in shoes? They'll go, can you fix this high heel?
Oh, right. Like Al Bundy.
I'm talking consensual, not somebody using their power to have sex. Let's put that out there. You have a profession where you meet trainers probably all day long.
Oh, Marcus Hunt says sanitation engineers. Maybe because they like to get things clean. They keep things nice and tidy. I like your theory about the shoe guy, like a cobbler or a guy who is always putting on slippers to a girl's feet because it's kind of sexy. You're down there at the feet. It's almost like it's like a sexual thing. So I could see that. Like Al Bundy,
Roxanne.
No, that's a bad example, but
electrical engineers from NASA. No wires need to be tweaked. It's a good call. John Franklin saying plumbers. So is it people that come to you now? Just being just the immature guy, I'm just assuming it's because somebody's in your house. They always, plumbers.
Rick Sanford III is saying plumbers because they always stumble into sexy situations, according to those films. He's right. Or pizza delivery guy. It's always a pizza delivery guy. It's like
cable guy. Yeah. All right. Well,
cable
I guess
guy.
we can change it.
Hey, okay. Real quick though, I have something in the mail from Rick Sanford III, and I want to ask him directly, and hopefully he'll put a comment up here. Is this meant for Heffron and Reep or country-ish? Holler when you're ready, and go ahead with your subject change.
Heffron and Reep. Subject change.
Bam. I just got random stuff. Okay, here's one. This might send us off on a weird tangent. I don't know if you wanted to. So I started looking at puppies.
Oh, man.
You know that I've lost my dogs.
Yep.
But I've been looking at puppies, but I'm also starting to travel a little bit. Hold on.
Heffron and Reep. Shameless plugs.
By the way, this week I am at the Toledo Funny Bone. Next weekend I'm at the St. Louis Helium. And then Michigan people, November 12th weekend, I'm at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle. All those places have limited seats, especially Ridley's. Getting in about 1,400 people less than I normally see that weekend. But it's open. And go out because COVID's coming back and we're all gonna be stuck in our house again in about a month is my prediction.
Also, I will be at the Toledo Funny Bone after you, October 29, 30, and 31 for Halloween weekend. Come see me at the Toledo Funny Bone right after you see Heffron.
Yeah, I heard it's a buddy that was just there. He says good. They put in an 80s arcade in the beginning. They got rid of that dumb Fat Fish Blue. I don't care if any one of those owners. Really? It was a horrible restaurant. But now they switched it to it's all 80s arcade. With COVID, I don't know if you want to be grabbing random joysticks. But
I wonder if they're going to have those stupid big fishbowl drinks still.
Especially at the Toledo Funny Bone. But that place used to be a little lawless. You would do shows there. There was no door guy. Everybody was drunk, and it was kind of a battle. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't miss that. Right. But I heard that I had a buddy who was there, and because they have limited seats, only people who really want to have a good time and want comedy are coming out. So kind of so it's a thing.
I like that.
So I've been looking at pets, but then I'm like, well, then I have to get a dog walker, a letter outer, and then I thought about how exhausting it would be to have a new puppy. You know, that phase, like dogs are great, but there's a couple years where you're like, oh. So I'm going to hold off. But here's this random pet thing. You don't have a pet, though. So I'm wondering what you're going to say.
I used to have pets.
Here we go. $1 million. Samantha says, wear a mask, wash your hands. Yeah. I walk on stage, I perform, and I leave. Person's got to do what they got to do to make some ramen noodle cash.
I will have this mask available.
I don't know. I don't have any of your merch.
I don't have one of yours, and my brother stole it from me. It was your life uniform shirt.
I make one of these. I'll send you a custom made shirt.
Yeah, please.
Do that. Can I just do bunk shirts like the thing? People can tell me what picture they want, and I'll mail it to them, and I'll triple the price. So 1 million or your pet. If you could have $1 million or your pet, which would you take? 100 men and women were asked that question. So you have your pet now, not a new puppy that you've only known for a week. Whatever animal is looking at you right now. Somebody's knock on the door. You go, give $1 million for that dog in the window. Would you?
Wow.
Now, if we would have asked that question a year ago, it would have changed. Right now, I think everyone's kind of just trying to figure out how to survive. But
like an indecent proposal for pets.
For $1 million.
Yeah, that was Indecent Proposal. Can I sleep with your wife for $1 million? But instead of sleeping with your wife, it's like doggy style. I'm gonna take your pet. Interesting. Well, since I don't have a pet, if you're asking me, can I get a pet back that's passed away?
Okay, so how about this? How about you give me a percentage? Because I looked, right? They asked 100 men and they asked 100 women. What percentage of women do you think said no?
I think that
that's right.
30% of women said they'd rather keep their pet than get $1 million. And I think it's the opposite. I think probably 65% men said that they would take $1 million and give away their pet.
How many men? I was trying to find a sound effect.
65% of men.
Okay.
I'm probably way off.
I need a good I don't have good music. Oh.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Wait, no. That wouldn't do it. No. Okay, hold on. I don't know how to turn these off. So, okay. The question is, what 13%? First off, the people who are commenting, if you have a pet, and would you get rid of your pet? Your pet?
I'm sure some people would.
We're obviously trying to sell. Those of you trying to sell us your dogs right now, that's not what we're doing. We're not looking to. Okay, so
you got the percentages. I told you, I think 30% of women would not take the $1 million and would keep their pet.
I think the rain stopped. 90% of women said there's no way that they trade in their pet for $1 million. In other words, only 10% of women would take the cash. Mm-hmm. As far as men, John Reep, why I say your full name all the time, 60% of men. You almost had it identical. You're off by 5.
Wow.
Yeah. Said that keep theirs over the $1 million. Wait, 60% of men would keep theirs. Yeah, but I wonder what age they asked the $1 million and what state, right? Because if you're a guy and you're getting a divorce and then you're like, well, she's going to get the dog anyway, I might as well get the $1 million. And then I'm going to have to I look at everything through that lens.
Yeah.
Right there, you're going to lose but it's, so 90% of women would keep their pet and 60%. That would be hard though.
Well, especially if it's a pet you've had for a long time. But like you said, if you're in the stage where, well, my pet's about to die and I got to put it down and someone wants to give me $1 million and put it down for me, that's fine.
No, this would be prime. Your pet, prime just that prime, bark, like day after it barked at an intruder and the intruder ran like that. $1 million is a lot of money, man.
Look, this might be bad of me to say, but at any given time, at any pet I've ever had, if someone said, I'll give you $1 million, I go, done.
Yeah, right. Would you even have a talk? Would you have a talk with your pet? Like, look, I'm going to throw 20 grand back to you. I'm going to make sure this creep gets off $1 million. I'm going to make sure that you're going to get just canned food. It's going to be straight from McDonald's every day. But this is it's business. It's not personal.
What if, now a more interesting question would be like, if you took the deal, who am I giving it to? Like, if you're giving me $1 million, is it going to a guy who's going to do some bad things to my dog, or is it going to a mansion?
How about this? How about
going to a better place? I'm like, yeah, it's better for the dog.
Somebody, you're walking your dog, okay? In this scenario, somebody walks by and goes, oh my God, my husband passed away 4 years ago, and that's him. I just felt it. That dog, is my husband who's reincarnated. I sense it. I knew that dog, and I need that dog. I'm just so rich. I have $1 million in my pocket. By the way, check out this old man sweater I got going on.
Yeah, man, I'm liking it. I'm liking this new Heffron, dude. I'm liking me some farm Heffron.
You like?
Yeah, I almost farm life, dude. You're in a barn. There's a tractor. You got an old man sweater cardigan on.
Over a Van Halen, like I don't care. Side note, I want to get back to our thing. So this isn't a subject change. This is just
okay.
I have a farmer. So when I tell you about this guy that I met, it was a great shit. I get it now. And then I'm going to come back to the pet thing. Now, help me out. I'm spiraling out of control.
No. Well, the pet thing, I think we exhausted the pet thing. Let's finish it because you asked a question. If someone off the street said, I'll give you $1 million right now, and it's just a random, regular-looking person, I'd still say, yeah.
They're not doing anything shady with your dog. Would you give up your dog?
Yeah, I would. Because I've never bought a dog for me. Like the dogs I've had in my when I was married, our dogs, that was for her, right? And then
those were for her dogs.
Yeah, and
I like
before that,
but yeah.
As a kid, I had dogs, but then my parents got the dogs. I was attached to them, but you know, they have short lifespans anyway. So
dogs,
$1 million done.
Next.
Oh, by the way, Rick Sanford said I could open this package during this podcast.
All right, so let me just I'll tell this story and let's throw up maybe I'll say it. So I'm
listening.
I should really do show prep. No, I'm all over the place. We should have our Patreon.
We could do an
unboxing.
unboxing.
You can hear that? Just throw that up. This is playing nonstop. Hey, Alan, do that cool thing where John Reep talks about the Patreon. Do that thing where I disappear and then it's John because we have that technology. Let's start Let's start,
everybody.
Now cut back to me, Alan, where there's both triple shot. Okay, now back to John. And then do that cool thing where the 80s logo where it's both of us next to each other. I think this should be going on all the time. Now back to Reep.
Bam.
See that? It's movement, John. Like if we don't have content, as long as we're moving.
Woo, there we go. So check out heffronandreep.com. That's the website that we built just for you. If you go to heffronandreep.com, there's many things you could do there. The big one that we like is our Patreon. Hit support, and you could be a Patreon member. You get shout-outs like Brenda Sachs and Miki Rem. And we got one more. What was that guy's name? Something Pesci. So we got 3 supporters. Get on there. We'll give you shout-outs. There's different levels. Apparently, you can make up your own level, too. So go to heffronandreep.com. Check out our page and show us some love, man.
I was trying to play us background music, but my Dropbox isn't connected. So farm stories.
All right.
I was walking down my street, or it's not even a street, my road, beautiful fall colors, and I hear running kind of behind me. Right, we turn and we see this guy coming, just running at us.
Yeah,
maybe I don't know, 2 houses away, but pretty far distance, 100 yards, just running straight at us. I get in front of my house. We get onto the grass. The guy continues to run past us, but he stops running. This gentleman is maybe, I'm going to guess, I could be off. He was maybe 70 years old.
Oh, wow. And he's
running in jeans, overalls, a flannel shirt tucked into his jeans, and those boots, they're not work boots. They're like the Solomon or Merrill. Do you know what I'm talking about? They're kind of like hiking boots, but they're kind of shoes. They sell them.
They're not running shoes.
Not running shoes.
Okay.
Right. So he just stops. He goes, "Hey, my name is this and that." And I go, "Hey, I live here. I bought the house about a year ago." He's like, "Oh, that's great." And then he just keeps running. So I thought, is he late for something? Because he's not. He's dressed exactly how I just told you. So I'm like, maybe he's late and he works at the proving ground that's just a little ways and he's trying to get there. Should I offer him a ride to wherever he's going? But I didn't. Next day, I saw the guy running down the street again, same outfit. And here's what's motivating. That dude is 70 something and is at his farm and just goes, "Fuck it, I'm running." It just goes outside. Not, let me get my Lululemon. Let me find my running shoes. Let me get my headband. Let me make sure my headphones are charged. The guy just leaves his house, gets on the street, and just runs. Maybe that's a minimum from where he ran to, if he turned around, it's over 3 miles, and just close. Just whatever you had on, and you're like, I'm not even going to have an excuse to not. It's kind of motivating. And the dude was 70 something, and he's a farmer, so we know what he was probably doing prior to running.
Yeah, getting it on,
and then ran. So
wow,
anyway.
This is a Forrest Gump farmer situation. He just was running. Maybe he's going from one girl to the other. Here's Travis Craig. He said what I was just thinking. Forrest Gump right there. Now, were you in your car when he ran past you, or were you walking?
I was walking, but then he was running towards me. But then you do that thing where you keep looking back.
Yeah, I'd be nervous if I saw a guy not in running attire,
just running
at me.
Yeah, he had to look to see if he has an axe in his hand and there's blood, or if it was, like Did
you ever figure out
Dateline or something? And who was the man running down the street? And why was the door open? When we come back. Yeah. So, yeah.
Did you ever figure out why? I mean, I hope you see him again.
He runs every day. The dude just runs in street clothes. And in those boots, though. Those, like, not running shoes.
I like this. Maybe he's just like, look, I'm 70. I want to keep fit. I'm not going to join a gym. And I got things to do.
Yeah.
And I've got a 3-mile. Well, I'm just going to run. That's going to be my exercise in between one chore to the next chore. He just runs.
He had Circle keys on his belt.
Yeah.
You know those circle ones that
like a jailer's key. Yeah, it's a good way to get stabbed, says Belinda Cole.
Yeah, but if I did get stabbed at that point, I deserved it because I saw him coming for a good 10 minutes.
Right. Maybe she means that's a good way for him to get stabbed. What if you had a knife and you saw some guy running towards you and you just started defending yourself? You're like, oh, this is just what they do here. They just run in.
It's a dirt road with nothing but corn around you. It was not like.
That's scary, dude.
Like, it's not. Yeah, but he was, again, in full tucked in flannel. We should, like, you ever go to the gym and you see guys.
I wish you could capture this on video somehow.
I wouldn't throw my neighbors under but.
Yeah.
You ever go to the gym and see guys lifting in jeans?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, right? Like, but then I'm like, why do you need to put on running shorts and have you get your Fitbit on and all that? This guy was just, I'm doing it.
Yeah. It's really unnecessary for any of that, like, to dress up to work out, because, you can work out in anything.
You really can.
I always laugh at people, like, riding around on bicycles and they're kind of a little bit fat, and they've got the spandex and they've got the helmet, the wind resistant helmet, and they've got, like, all the things that a professional biker would wear to cut down on wind resistance.
Yeah.
And you're like, you're not in the Olympics, man. Just go out in your jeans. That's why you just save yourself some money.
I don't know, but like,
just trying to look the part. Sometimes it's fun to buy a bunch of the gear because it motivates you. Well, I did buy the helmet, so I got to ride.
Yeah.
My bike.
I like biking. I can never get into biking just because, one, my legs are too skinny to be in bike shorts, but just the whole getup you got to wear.
Yeah. Just
looks silly to me. If you like you.
It does.
Right, like that douche that was grabbing signs off of that little kid. Remember, like they were putting up Black Lives Matter.
Oh yeah.
With those dumb clicky boots, his shoes from his
the clicky shoes,
clicking on there with his water bottles on his side.
So John, you're not going to throw your neighbors under the bus, but I want to see that guy. Can you?
But so far, I have the greatest. I have the runner guy, and then obviously I've told you about the 12-year-old, 50-year-old man who lives next to me, who's still riding around on his motorbike. But the street's great.
I gotta come visit you, man.
Sucks. Oh, that's why I'm in this barn, dude. I have a pallet here that I can set up so I can have live performances one day, or I might have a Footloose dance just in this barn.
Yeah, you should.
I'm gonna be working on like Christmas lights in here. Okay, Roxanne wants to let's just have to change and play the Rick one.
Yeah,
and then,
since it's his gift.
I can't find music to play. Oh no. I don't know what's going on. By the way, I hope everyone, me and John, we like to talk to each other, so we get on here. Thank you for popping on Facebook. If you're wondering what are you missing on your timeline, people arguing. All of it's, we are, somebody said something about political. Me and John Reep, no. Wait, John, you're unboxing that completely wrong. Hold on one second.
What are you talking about, buddy?
There's an art to it, but
okay.
Me and John know that we're just a distraction right now. We are the fiddlers on the Titanic. I don't know what that means, but we're here. We're here to be silly, and we get it.
I just
We're
actually
not
saw
going deep.
something on here.
Oh, stop opening that.
It said cut carefully. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, we need we need music, but I don't know how to.
I didn't want to waste your time trying to open it.
No, that's what unboxing people do. Have you seen any unboxing videos?
Here it is.
No, you don't show your address. I got it. You got it.
is.
Rick, send me something next time. I don't have music for us to play, unfortunately.
How am I doing it wrong, John?
There's got to be drawn, and you got to I'm opening the box. There's some tape.
You want to
describe but it's better if we
I
had.
wasn't just gonna pull it out. I was just gonna crack it open so that when it's time to open it, I could do it quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a song.
I have opened the box, but I don't know what's in here.
Okay.
This was sent to us by Rick Sanford III. He's a fan of the podcast. He's a good guy. Dare I say a friend now, because he came to visit me at my yard sale that I had for the Countryish podcast.
Wait, what's this?
But he did say,
Oh, yeah, baby. You know what time it is. It's time for Heffron and Reep subject change.
So I am opening it carefully. He did a good job on taping this bad boy up.
Okay.
I thought I had.
Do you even know what it is?
I have no idea. He just
sent you something random?
Yeah. So he sent me a message. Can you hear me? He sent me a message saying, check your mail. There's something coming, and that's all I know.
All right. It's killing me. I can't play music right now.
This is the box. Now, John, I'm almost afraid to open it now because I don't want to get criticized for my opening skills.
No, I'm done. I'm gonna be less hands-on-y. I mean, I wish I had music right now. Okay, it's coming. Okay. Is there a way?
John's gonna play some unboxing music.
I think it needs a thing. I think that this whole Brian, we can't play any real songs because Facebook aces us, and then I don't even.
Here's a teaser. I still don't know what it is.
Oh, tell me right? This is how you do it. Opening the box. There's the box, and it has protection plastic and bubbles on it. Opening the box. Opening the box. Opening the box.
Got a note in the box.
Note in the box. Read it, John Reep. Read it, John Reep.
Dear John. Okay, here you go. After drawing the Grim Reaper, did I show you the picture he drew of a Grim Reaper?
Yeah.
He goes, I thought I would raise the stakes. Open the box.
Open the box.
What's in the box? What's in
God,
the
you have to
box?
no.
This is a 3-dimensional bust of the Grim Reaper.
What?
I thought you might enjoy this with a twist. There is a US.
There's a twist in the box. There's a twist in the box. Twist in the box.
There is a USB cord coming from under his hood. Plug that into any standard computer USB port and enjoy. I think you'll like it. You have the only one in existence, and it is a pleasure to send it to you. Keep on putting out great shows and podcasts, and we'll keep listening.
This could be a trap. This could be a bomb. Be careful what's in the box. Be careful what's in the box.
I hope it ain't anthrax in the box.
Might be COVID in a box.
I hope I don't get COVID from the box. All right. I am honored to be called your friend. Best regards, Rick and Amanda Sanford.
So are you gonna plug it in? Take it out of the box. As John Reep slowly pulls the package out of the box, so many questions. Will it work? What happens when he plugs it in? Will John get some radioactive something? This
Look at
song
that,
is
dude.
20 seconds long. I have to keep playing it. It's a scary thing in a box.
It's the Grim Reaper. Oh, I'm gonna plug it in.
John's gonna plug in the scary Grim Reaper that looks like him. He's gonna plug it in.
I got a new MacBook that doesn't have the USB input. I need an adapter.
Mac, why did you get rid of all the normal USB ports? You didn't have to do that bullshit UCB fire bullshit. That's dumb. Take that out of the box. Put the old laptops back in the box with the USB charger back in the box.
I wish I had a changer or some sort of adapter. Oh, the Alan Jackson came and saved the day. Check it out.
With the CBU UBC.
Here we go. Plugging it into the Macintosh in the box.
We should just,
Oh,
this way. One of the lights comes on. It kind of looks like Terminator. That's a really cool thing to get in a box. I'm scared.
thank you.
I'm scared to be on a dirt road with corn and that scary guy's in the box.
Dude, we kind of look the same, huh? Hey, Alan, go to me full screen. Let's see. Let's get a. Here we go.
What's wrong, John? We just made up a "What's in the Box" song. I don't know what it was. Exhausted.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh,
All right, dude. Thank
playing
you,
it.
Rick Sanford III. Only one that exists. This is going to stay. This is going to be part of the set decoration from now on to Heffron Reep. Thank you. Thank you. Also in here, some lotion.
What?
Yeah, this is to keep. He knows I've got.
Was it a big night fat? Was it a big night fat girl?
Lotion in the box.
In the box. I lost the song that we played when you pulled out of the box.
How did you lose it already?
Because I got greedy and tried to find.
Okay.
That was a good song though.
Well, I've got this. I don't know what this lotion is, but maybe I should try it. Let me put the lotion on. Put the lotion on my face.
In the box. Put the lotion in the box.
There we go.
Oh, wait, that's legit lotion you're putting on?
Yeah. I don't. Go ahead and.
We're going all the way. I'm waiting for this song to play, but my it's starting to die. That's weird. We started this whole podcast out talking.
Is it still raining where you are, John?
No, it's good. It's perfect.
It's raining here. I can hear it raining now.
Put the lotion in. Put the lotion in. That's not Chase. Come on, let's clean it up, Chase. We know that's not where you put the lotion. That is weird. Did you even look what it's made out of? Or did you just put random?
I think it's aloe vera because he knows I get. He came out here to the to my yard sale. And it was a sunny day, and I did get a little sunburnt, and so I think Rick was, just concerned for my skin safety. That's all. So I'm gonna try it out.
But it was it. But it was legit. Is Rick making lotion?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even look. I trust Rick. He's my new friend. I trust him.
Okay.
So whatever it is.
When I worked at a radio station, one of the things we always made sure is we never listeners would bring in food, and one of the rules was you never ate. You don't eat listener food.
Right.
You don't know what
it could be poison or something.
You know who did randomly eat something? Where's the? I don't know why my iPad's gonna die. Remember we had a birthday party for you years ago, and it was it a red? It wasn't a redneck theme.
Yeah, it was.
Theme?
Yeah.
Or Hick.
It was my 40th birthday party.
And we're there, and Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler, along with the other guy from the film they were doing.
The Asian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're at this bar, and we're all wearing flannels with no shirt, with no sleeves on them, just dressed crazy hickey. Gerard Butler comes in with that guy, and they were looking at us the whole night. And when we walked out of there, by By the way, that place was close to the place where I ran into Eddie Van Halen, the bookstore. FYI, that same street, just down the road. You had you had cupcakes left, and we started talking to him, but we all looked goofy, and you offered him a cupcake. Remember, he ate it.
He ate it. I have a picture of him eating the cupcake.
And I was like, he ate random people. Like he did it just to be. I wouldn't have done it. I would have been, no, I'm good. Look at me, I'm Gerard Butler. I don't eat sugar.
That's the Australian in him, I think. You know,
like
they're hardcore rednecky. Like they don't give a crap. You know.
I mean, they were good cupcakes.
Well, I feel good about this. How do I look?
You look shinier. You look like you're.
I can definitely see the aloe vera in here.
Yeah, I was like,
Alan, did you hear that? It lightened it. I could hear it thundering. Dude, it just thundered. We might lose. Yeah, we're going to lose power, buddy. We're about to lose power up in here. Oh, man. Can you still hear me or see me?
No, my screen's completely dark. We popped on for a second. No, you're fine. Your light's on. You look
okay. Good. Because I can't see I can't see anything. We lost power. I don't see what I look like. I can't see you.
It looks fine. Yeah, you look looks normal.
Very good. What else?
You got a cool thing in the box.
I got lotion in the box with aloe vera. Aloe vera. Is it Vero? Aloe vera.
You know what you look like right now?
Look, I don't want to keep lying to people. I know what this is. I can see.
You look like a bed sheet in a hotel. If they were to blacklight the not even bed, the hotel chair.
What if or this could be one of them nasty movies, one of them bukkake films. At the end of it, if you put a black light on, at the end result.
Put that there. What's the song? Yeah, found this one. John Reep.
I didn't do a very good job of putting this on, by the way. I didn't know what it was going to look like. I thought it'd be funny to have a glow-in-the-dark thing.
This summer. He's the glow-in-the-dark commando. By day, he's a school teacher. At night, he dons the glow-in-the-dark face to solve crimes, make your neighborhood safer. It's John Reep in the glow face.
I was worried about my teeth looking bad with this black light. Not that bad.
Let me turn this down.
Yeah, I need to do a better job of applying it. My goal, John, was to get some orange glow-in-the-dark stuff and put that in the beard and get some blue glow-in-the-dark, put it on my eyes.
Yeah.
So that my ginger beard would stand out. But the only glow-in-the-dark stuff they have is this fluorescent greenish.
I don't hate it. I'm going to be honest with you. You can't see your hair anymore. You see your headband, so you could wear one of those night caps with the little pom-pom on the thing. I'll get glow stuff. I don't know how it'll get.
I'm not sure this is a great idea, to be honest with you. I figured if people are scrolling on their phone, like if they're just going like looking at certain random videos and they see this, they might stop for a second and go, "Oh, what the hell is John Reep doing with his face? Why is John Reep's beard glowing?" And random patches on his face. So that was my goal, is to get one extra viewer who would stop scrolling and take a look. But all they had was this color.
I'm gonna have you do a pro. I lost all the music, dude. This is I lost what I was playing on this thing. I was gonna have you do a promo, but anyway, so we'll get back to it. Just do the rest of the show like that. Ready?
Heffron and Reep. Subject change.
Do we even want to, or do we want to? I had one run here. The other randomness. The year people turn grumpy. Being older than 52 is nothing to laugh about, because that's the age when we start becoming grumpy. According to a survey, the poll found those over 50 laughed far less than their younger counterparts and complained far more. Infants laugh 300 times a day. That figure had fallen to an average of 6 laughs by teenage years and only 2.5 daily chuckles for those over 60. Men were also found to be grumpier than women. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see, I don't know why 52 is the magic age, but I could see, it's hard to get out of that shitty outlook. Like once this is over and you just stay on Facebook, just scroll through all your friends' pages, and it's all everybody's bitching. Nobody,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't understand why 52. Yeah, you said 52 is a magic number. I don't get that, but I felt like I got a little grumpier around 45. Like right now, I'm not grumpy because I'm in a good mood. I'm doing a podcast with my buddy John Heffron, and I got
your face. You got
faces glowing in the dark. I'm not in a bad mood, but I have found myself snapping randomly at my friends or just random people. Sometimes will get on my nerves, and I'll have a short fuse, not a fuse, but like a less patience. I have less patience. I wonder if that has anything to do with testosterone.
I think it does. Like I think women, when they get older, they get more testosterone. Their testosterone increases, and men estrogen does. I think they're like women that are like grandma's age are always like, listen, everyone's grandma's super nice, but if they're not your grandma, they're usually pretty mean to everybody else. Mm-hmm. Right? Like your grandma, your nana is like really like anybody is, but then when you see them interact with people, so I think that just you get older, and I gotta stop. I've been bitching a lot about randomness, and somebody, you know how they have sober October. Somebody said to have a no complaining October is harder than a sober one. You have to go the whole month, can't say anything shitty about anybody or yourself. And you only have to be positive and encourage people and stuff. I don't know. That's hard, but I'm going to tell everyone on Facebook, I already know your political view. I already got it. I've seen it nonstop for every time since you signed up for Facebook. And so we get that. So you're not changing anybody's opinion. Right. I mean, you want to vent, but just start throwing funny TikToks and dogs chasing, be positive. Start throwing some positive stuff up there. Gary Vanderchuck always says that, make positivity louder.
I agree.
That's what I'm doing.
I number one, I don't know enough to even start doing that stuff, getting political. I don't know enough to have an informed opinion. So I just kind of keep it to myself. And no one wants to hear it from a comedian most of the time. Not me anyway. I'm happy-go-lucky.
I always love that part, though, is the stay in your lane. When people say that, but literally it's like you're an entertainer. You're supposed to kind of have opinions, but everybody, I hate to stay in your lane because you can. What jobs are you allowed to not stay in your lane and talk shit just because you're an entertainer, or you're not allowed to have an
right? You're still a citizen.
You're gonna have a thing in some part, but anyway, that's that. So what we learned today, you get grumpier over 50. We learned you can run. You don't have to have an outfit. You don't need to have shoes.
Yeah.
Whatever. Try that tomorrow. Like
farmers get it on. We learned that too.
Farmers get it on, but tomorrow I wish there was just that, like, if you're home during the day, I don't know if you would be, but at 12:20, if it's 12:20, just run out of your house, open the door, and just run for a mile in what you're wearing. Right. How many people would stop you, right? Because if you're wearing and you see somebody running, you would think that person needs help. I'm curious. Right. Somebody just run around the block in normal street clothes. Nah, let's not do that.
Or in your pajamas, or put some glow in the dark face paint on and run around at night.
Yeah. What else you want to plug? What else are you plugging? Let's plug our Patreon.
Plug our Patreon. Yeah. Go to heffronandreep.com and click on support and show us some love. We're trying to spread the joy, and you can help us keep the lights on and keep John in the barn.
What do you think? First barn appearance. What do you think? Is it something I should just do every week, dude? Like, wait, there wasn't over talking. I do it.
You know,
we
haven't talked about this, John. We were supposed to talk about your baby tooth and your root canal. You went to the dentist today. We'll save it for next time. But also, I like the barn. I think it's funny how I've always been pictured as the redneck in this scenario between you and me. Like you're the Detroit comedian from the city. I'm the hick from Hickory. Yet somehow you are in a barn with a tractor behind you and ingrown toenails and baby teeth. And here I am with some urban glow-in-the-dark neon rave stuff on my face.
Yeah, you're probably going to have some tea later. Are you going to have to do a little yoga?
Yeah, I might do some yoga. I stretch.
All right, everybody. I don't have we need a good out, John. I feel like we need
a sign off thing.
We need a sign off video. Does everybody stay safe? Do whatever.
Follow us. Support. Love you. Are you trying to hang up?
You